Hey there guys and gals, Anime Dude here with another anime prediction for the nearing winter 2017 season. And while I try not to hate on any show before I watch it, today I plan on predicting the biggest letdown of next season. So let's get to it. Osaka. They who received the revelation. They who challenge God. They who fight hand to hand again and again. They are the hand shakers? Wait, really? That's what we're going with here? Alright, well, okay then. So here we have a battle-oriented dynamic duo lolly show about wanting to shake God's hand or something, I think. You see, after reading the summary, watching the trailers, and skimming the forums, I still have absolutely no idea what this show is about. So let's kick this video off on a good note as I talk about all the positives I've noticed so far. My lack of knowledge is partially because of the show being an anime original. That is to say, it wasn't adapted from any source material. I believe this to be an incredible positive all on its own, as most stories are told differently depending on the medium they're told through. The visuals that movies provide and the imagery provided through literature can be similar, yet they're each unique. They have their own strengths and weaknesses. With that point thrown out there, let's all acknowledge that it's very common for shows in the anime industry to be bound by a source material. It's also not uncommon for directors or studios to be crucified by the fanbase anytime they attempt to make changes in the source material in order to make it better suited to the new medium's way of storytelling. That being said, business needs to equal money. The most common and arguably the safest way anime studios choose to earn this money is by adapting works from popular manga and light novels that already have a fanbase. So why am I so caught up in how stories are chosen for anime? Well, let's look at it like this. If some stories utilize the strengths of manga or light novels, yet are held back when adapted into an anime, then why not just make original shows designed to utilize the strengths that an animated product offers? The lack of safety in this choice makes it very understandable, seeing as how an eager fanbase isn't guaranteed right out of the gates. Yet let's take a look at some of the anime originals out there. Kill la Kill, Charlotte, Angel Beats, Evangelion, Zenkyo no Terror, Samurai Champloo, Gurren Lagann, Anohana, Cowboy Bebop, and my all-time favorite, Code Geass. And not to mention a majority of animated films such as Spirited Away, Wolf Children, and Kimi no Na wa are originals as well. So in terms of being an anime original, Handshakers certainly has potential. On top of this, they have some decent voice actors playing some of the main roles. Ai Kayano, who voiced Menma from Anohana, Inori from Guilty Crown, and Shiro from No Game No Life will be playing a character by the name of Riri. Also, a character named Masaru is voiced by Ayumu Urase, who also voices that short ginger from the volleyball show that everyone seems to like. Another bit of praise I want to give is how the artwork for Handshakers looks absolutely brilliant. The animation looks very fluid, and the quality may be on par with that of some of the more recent animated movies. Seriously, if the entire show can match the quality that the trailers show, it may just be one of the most visually appealing shows I've ever seen. This is probably the biggest reason it has over 10,000 people that plan to watch it on my anime list, and is in the top 10 hyped series for this next season. So now that we know that Handshakers isn't a completely hopeless show, and I'll probably still give it a try, let's explore why I predict this anime will end up being a disappointment. The artwork is cool and all, but the storyline seems kind of, well, let me think. Zatch Bell, but rather than cool demons fighting for the throne of king, you get lollies fighting while holding one another's hands, in hopes of one day shaking God's hand, maybe, I think. I still don't really know. The whole thing just kind of gives off a bottom of the barrel type vibe, like a Aria of the Scarlet Ammo, or Absolute Duo, just to name a few. I mean, I'll be the first to tell you not to judge a show by the plot summaries on my anime list, as they often don't do the show much justice. Yet as I say that, I can't help flashing back to the last time I got really hyped for a new show with beautiful visuals and an amazing soundtrack, only to end up dropping it midway because the story ended up being such a letdown. That show was Guilty Crown, and since I haven't finished it, I may need to go back and do so before saying it was a complete letdown, but it definitely wasn't as good as I thought it would be. The second point I want to bring up is that it comes from Go Hands, the studio that brought us K Project, which I haven't seen, Seitokai Yakuindomo, which isn't very memorable at all, and, well, a couple other shitty shows. There's just not enough history here to make me think they're capable of pulling off anything too amazing. It's about as simple as that. So while it may end up not being a bad show, I can't help but to think it'll let down those that are hyping it up, which is why I predict it'll be the biggest letdown of the upcoming season. Now I hope this prediction doesn't deter any of you from trying it out, as even I plan on giving this show a couple of episodes to prove me wrong. And even if this show doesn't end up being up my alley, it may be up yours. So decide for yourself, what are your predictions for the anime in 2017? Also, is there anything you'd like for me to give my predictions on next? If so, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below, or over on my Twitter @TheAnimeDude. Thank you all for watching, and Anime Dude out. Will Riri shake her own hand? Will someone miss a handshake? Find out the answer to these questions and more on the next episode of Handshakers.